Welcome to a special Trekzone podcast. Today at episode number 172, I'm celebrating the 6th anniversary of the very first show and the 16th anniversary of the website. It was all new, it was all rough, but it's getting better over time. From those first interviews with Anthony Montgomery, Rod Roddenberry and Doug Drexler, to Richard Dean Anderson, Joe Flanagan, Nana Visitor, Connor Trenier, Larry Nemenchek, and most recently Anson Mount. Oz Comic Con and Supernova have given me media passes each year. They've invited me to conventions across this great southern land and allowed me to spend time with some of their awesome guests. I so appreciate their opportunities. To Lionel at Supernova and Maria and Sophie and the entire team, in fact, at Blue Planet who looked after Oz Comic Con, thank you. It hasn't always been easy doing this podcasting thing solo, but occasionally I've had help from my sister Keely and best mate Liam, from twice attempted weekly offerings in the early days to actually sticking it out for 9 months last year. This year, I've been joined by co-hosts on some shows, Lee Sargent with Talkin' Trek and Dr. Brad Tucker with Talkin' Science. It's been a real thrill to be able to share the airtime with friendly, knowledgeable and awesome folks. Lee's been awesome with Talkin' Trek, but Brad deserves an extra special shout out for co-producing Talkin' Science with me. He gathers the news and sends me a digest each week before we record. He's patient with me and explains the science in the best way possible. I'm incredibly proud of the addition we've made to the Trekzone stable. And now we're coming up on STLV, the biggest Trek party this side of Alpha Centauri. 5 massive days and a whole swag of stuff to see and do, people to catch up with, news to break and podcasts to record. You're in for a special treat for the entire month of August, kicking off with daily vlogs, articles on the website and live tweeting from as many panels as we can cram in, and continuing all month with a planned 13 interviews to take us all the way to September. Keely and I decided to go back in December, so it's certainly been a long road getting from there to here. Our visas are approved, our flights are booked, and the Rio is waiting for us. Before we board that Hawaiian Airlines flight out of Brisbane, though, we've got 2 more Talkin' Science eps. Lee and I are talking Voyager and Enterprise, and the communications director of the Canberra Deep Space Tracking Station, Glenn Nagel, swings by with Brad for a chat on the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11. Plus, NASA storyteller Liz Landau is in Brisbane next week. I'm hoping to catch up with her to talk about Australia's role in partnership with NASA and what our new space agency can help with. It's a jam-packed fortnight of podcasting goodness, and it's only available right here on Australia's unofficial home of Star Trek, which is, of course, Trekzone. If you can't wait for the public releases where you can get exclusive access to podcasts and behind-the-scenes info of the show by becoming a member on Patreon today. Support Australia's unofficial home of Star Trek get even better with membership starting at just $1 per month. Jump over to patreon.com/trekzone.org.au. You can also get social with Trekzone. Australia's unofficial home of Star Trek is everywhere you are. Get the wrap up on our Facebook page, keep in the loop on Twitter, and relive Trek episodes on Instagram. Plus, you can catch the latest podcasts on your favourite podcasting app. Subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. That really helps boost our rating. New content is being added all the time to Trekzone's YouTube channel, Talkin' Science with Dr. Brad Tucker on Tuesdays, Trekzone Live on Thursdays starting in September following Vegas or Bust, and a Trekzone Conversation on Saturdays. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe and ring the bell to be the first to know about new eps. There is just 15 days to go until Vegas or Bust kicks off.